Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it makes night number 9, the final night of my 9 nights of Navratri here on Matthew's Guyanese Cooking. In today's video, for the final recipe, I'm going to be sharing another ladoo recipe for Sooji Ladoo. Now, for anybody that doesn't know what Suji is, it is also known as farina and it is also known as cream of wheat. It's just a little bit of a finer texture. Now, being that this is the 9th recipe on my 9 nights of Navratri, this recipe is dedicated to the 9th form of Mother Durga, also known as Siddhidatri. She represents perfection, calm, serenity, and final beautification. Now, as you all can see, I'm dressed up yet again for this final night of my 9 nights of Navratri, and today I have this awesome light pink outfit from Lotus Bazaar. I want to thank Kavita from Lotus Bazaar for sponsoring this outfit and all of the other outfits that you've seen throughout my 9 nights of Navratri. I've really enjoyed working with them because they have quality items, great prices, and great customer service. Kavita and her staff are always so welcoming and so helpful whenever you go into their storefront. Now, with all of that said, if you want to see how I put together my Sooji Ladoo today, please keep on watching. So we're going to start off by making the milk mixture that's going to help us bind together our Sooji Ladoos or our cream of wheat Ladoos. So in a little pot, I'm going to be going in with some whole milk, and if you didn't want to use whole milk, you can also use evaporated milk. I'm also going to be going in with some sugar. You can use white sugar or brown sugar depending on your preferences. And I'm also going to be going in with some chopped maraschino cherries along with the juices. This part is totally optional. You do not need to add it in, but I really thought that for the festivity of Navratri, I would put in some pink color or red color into it, so this way it could just be a little more decorative. I'm just going to continue to mix all of these ingredients together until the sugar is dissolved. I'm also going to be going in with some ground cardamom or elychee, and I'm going to allow this mixture to heat up on a medium heat, and as it comes to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my heat or reduce it to the lowest heat and let it sit to the side until I'm ready for it later. So now that our milk mixture is done, we're going to start to make the mixture with the suji or the cream of wheat. So in a skillet, I'm going in with some unsalted butter. If you wanted to use ghee for this recipe, feel free to use ghee. That will also work perfectly. And I'm just going to melt this on a medium heat. Now, once that butter or your ghee, if you're using it, is melted, you're going to go in with your cream of wheat or your suji or farina, whichever brand that you get, and you're going to go ahead and toast this in the pan or parch it with that butter until it is nice and toasty and it has a golden brown color. That is going to take about 15 minutes. Make sure you keep your heat regulated and you keep an eye on this and keep stirring, because this is very quick to burn, and if it burns, you're going to get a very bitter and pungent taste. So it's been about 13 minutes at this point, and as you all can see, the mixture is nice and grainy, it's loose, it's gotten nice and golden brown, and I know that my cream of wheat is cooked and roasted well. So at this point, I'm going to be going in with lots of chopped almonds and some chopped pistachios. You can use whatever types of nuts that you want, and if you don't want to add in any nuts, you don't have to as well. I'm also going to be going in with some desiccated coconut. As usual, all of my ingredients and the proper measurements will be down in the description box below this video. These are all optional ingredients, however, I want to add them in for added flavor. So once you add in your coconut and those nuts, if you're using them, you can go ahead and just roast it for about a minute or two, so this way they can toast with that cream of wheat. And then at that point, you're going to raise your heat to the highest setting, and you're going to start to stream in that milk mixture that we made earlier. Now, as you all can see, this method is very similar to making cream of wheat parsad or any type of parsad. What we need to do here is allow that milk mixture to go in a little bit at a time and continue to dry up. What you're looking for is a very crumbly mixture, so this way in the end, when it cools off a bit, you can go ahead and ball them off and squeeze them, so this way they will be those ladoo balls that we all know. And this is the final texture that you're looking for, something that is nice and crumbly. You don't want it to be super sticky, because if it is too sticky, they will be too wet and they will not form very nicely. So if you need to keep it on the heat and cook it down a little more, you can, but this right here is the perfect texture that you want. And once you finish cooking your mixture, you're going to allow it to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes or until it is only warm to the touch. And then after that time, you're going to grab about tablespoon size to 2 tablespoon size balls, and you're going to roll them until they are nice and smooth. And this right here is your Sooji Ladoo. So you're going to continue this process until you finish all of the mixture, and then you can let them rest for a couple more minutes to cool completely, and you can serve right away. Alright, so those ladoos took no time to put together. Usually ladoos are made as an offering to Lord Ganesh in the Hindu religion. And if you wanted to make this for your next Ganesh Puja, then trust me, give it a try, because your guests are gonna love it. So I have one of the ladoos right here, and I just wanna make sure this is focused so you guys can see that awesome color. Look at this beautiful pink color that we got because of those cherries that we added in. Of course, if you don't want this color and you just want it to be brown, then you're gonna wanna omit the cherries or drain off that juice. But this is exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna rip into it really quick just to show you all the inside. And look at that. All of those spices, all of the nuts that we added in, the cherries. This right here is an amazing sweet. Wow. This laddu right here has the perfect taste, the perfect texture, perfect everything. But that roasted suji or the farina or the cream of wheat that we used is nice and roasted and toasted in flavor. All the spices, that cardamom is coming through. And of course, the cherries, I love biting into the little pieces of cherries. And the crunch that you get from those almonds is absolute perfection. So if you lovely people out there enjoyed this laddu recipe today, please go ahead and give it a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet, and drop those comments down below and let me know what you'd like to see next on my channel. And if you're interested in looking as good as I do in this pink outfit today, then please go ahead and check out Lotus Bazaar. Once again, I want to thank Kavita for sponsoring this outfit and all the other outfits that you saw in my 9 nights of Navratri. I'll see you all again in one of my next videos. Until next time, bye everyone.